Hey, friends, Dion here with Friday Night Live. It's 8:30 Central Time, and I am Dion Woods, owner and artist of the Turquoise Iris, and I'm on year 5 of showing up in your feed on Friday nights at 8:30 Central Time. Every single it's almost like every 9 months or so, I have guests from my Empowered by Design coaching group join me on Friday Night Live, and it's kind of part of their challenge to come on my page with me and say hello and I kind of make them talk about themselves. So I'm not sure if someone's throwing out an angry face, but I do see the angry face. So I just want to hope that maybe was an accident. And I hope you're all having a wonderful time. Thank you all for being here as you pop on. I have someone I really want you to meet tonight. Her name is Deb, and I'm going to have her tell you about herself. But as I see you guys, Shaz and Derek and Debbie and Donna and Mervin and Roxanne, hello. Gosh, today's been busy. This is like my 5th hour of being on live stream with you all. I got to paint a little bit today in my membership. We did some coaching. We did a heart talk. I did a Bloom Flowers and Friends talk show. And we're finishing our evening with you all. And my friend Deb, she's backstage, and I'm going to pull her up here in just a few minutes. But this is part of her. Now, those of you that have been here a while, you know that when I bring on the Empowered by Design ladies, you understand that they are part of this coaching group that is really ready to take their business to the next level. They are makers, they're shakers, they are constantly thinking of new ideas to explore their creativity. And part of their challenge is to sign up for a Friday Night Live with me. So I'm going to bring her on here in just one second. Hello, Stephanie. Catherine, hello. I'm so glad you're here. Debbie, Stephanie, Tam, Patience, Laura, I see you all. And thank you for joining us. Now, what I would love for you to do would be to show some love to my friend Deb. I'm going to bring her up right here, have her introduce herself. Hello, my friend.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
So Deb Kraska is the owner of Restyled Furnishings. I am going to have her tell you where she is and kind of an overview about what she does. And then honestly, this is part of her challenge. So you guys, you have the best heart. You're the best audience and such a loyal community on here. So if you will show her some love, that would mean the world to me. Deb, tell everybody where you are and a little bit about what you do.
So my shop is actually located in Granger, Indiana, which is right on the border of Indiana, Michigan. I actually live in Edwardsburg, Michigan, both extremely small communities. But Granger, Indiana is right next to South Bend, Indiana. Everyone recognizes that from Notre Dame.
Yes.
So yeah, whenever anyone wonders where my shop's at, I'm like, it's right next to Notre Dame. So that's pretty easy. But yeah, so I have a cute little shop in Granger, and I have a team of 12 vendors that all lend their styles and fill the shop with their goods, as well as my furniture and artwork as well.
Every time I think of Notre Dame, can you guess what movie I think of?
Oh, I wonder. Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. So it's not just me, like other people say that.
Yeah, people say that. Nobody around here, but people say that. Yes. My husband was there for the filming of it, and he said it was horrible because they kept stopping the game to film and stopping the game and filming. And he was like, come on, just play the game.
He was there to film Rudy. I love that. I love that movie. Oh, it's one of our favorites, Matt and I love that. Donna says, woohoo to Michigan. I have never
and I know, and that's where we live is in Michigan. So half of everybody that I know is a huge Michigan fan, and then the other half are huge Notre Dame fans. We have both going on.
So you drive back and forth over the border each day?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe from my shop. I'm a mile from the border. Our other house, which was a mile from this house, our backyard was Michigan, and we lived in Indiana. No, and then we just popped a mile over. Isn't that crazy? We are like, and I've lived here my whole entire life. So like popping, I mean, if I need to go to the grocery store and eat anything, I have to go to Indiana. Like my small town here doesn't really have anything. It has a couple of restaurants, a McDonald's.
That's pretty wild. Well, you guys, this is Deb, and Restyled Furnishings is her business page. So if anybody is feeling like really fancy tonight and wants to grab that link and drop it in the comments for Facebook and YouTube, I would love that, but no pressure. Otherwise we'll do it after the live. Hello, Jessica. Irma, no nickname. Abracadabra's on. Looks like Shelly's on. Cheryl, Rashonda. You guys, thank you so much. Maureen, hi, Mom. Part of the ladies challenge as we get toward, we're in our second half of Empowered by Design. Our first module is mindset, which you wouldn't think that we need it for a full month, but we need it for about 3 years. Am I right?
100%. It was a good one. It was like the best one to start with, obviously. So.
And then we go into branding and we understand, we figure out the importance of branding in a business. And the third one is business, sales, marketing, all of the things that go along with just business. Our fourth module, which is where we are right now, is about the art of creativity, which sounds kind of funny to say the art of creativity, but it involves really kind of diving into exploring our creativity, opening up new possibilities. And so far, I'm just curious, which has been your most fun module, Deb? Or not fun, favorite? Which has been your favorite?
My favorite module, I mean, I really am liking this one right now because you're kind of like stretching and like the creativity part of everything and making me kind of go outside my comfort zone a lot. And I like that. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So this one's probably my favorite so far, but I did love the mindset one. That was pretty amazing too.
Yeah, it's really necessary that we start there. But every time we have our one-on-one, so once a month we have a one-on-one coaching call and we kind of check in and I'm like, okay, how's your mindset? Like, where are we? What are we working on? And Deb's had kind of well, she got hurt. Dang it. Like getting hurt stinks.
It does, totally. No crutches anymore though. So we're doing, and I can actually like almost walk again. So we're doing well.
Almost walks. Yeah, that's a good thing. Tell everybody what you love to paint at the store. Tell everybody a little bit about that.
So I started out with painting furniture out of a kind of necessity. My husband was like, I got these great tables at this, it's like what was it called? Like an estate sale. At an estate sale, this great table, they were $10. They're awesome. We needed furniture like in our first house and we were just getting ready to move to like a bigger house. And I was like, oh, okay, great. And I saw these tables and I was like, what were you thinking? Like they don't match anything.
Oh gosh.
They were like shiny and brown. No, I was like, okay,
Brown.
all right. Shiny and brown. I had like no brown anywhere in my house. So I'm like, okay, all right, well, we're gonna figure this out. And we just happened to be like at a market and they were demonstrating chalk paint. And I was like, oh, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do with these tables.
What brand was it? Do you remember back then?
It was Annie Sloan. It was like years, like probably like 8 years ago. So it was just kind of fresh on the market. And these tables were really shiny. Really shiny. So I went home and painted them and the paint wiped right off because it was like a shiny, slippery surface and I didn't sand it or make it like anything to let it adhere. I painted them 2 more times before I got it to stick, but I did not give up and they turned out amazing and they were in our living room forever. And they're actually, now they're in our basement, like we have a finished basement with like where all the kids hang out. So like they get to have those tables now. But that's how I got started. And then I like loved painting the furniture. And so we kept going to sales and I kept painting more furniture. And my husband's like, we have too much furniture now. What are you going to do with all this furniture that you're painting? I was like, I can't keep it all in the house. What, And he's like, no. So I found a cute little shop in Granger to sell it at as a vendor and then eventually became the owner. So furniture painting is probably my first love. And just recreating and repurposing something that was going to be thrown away or is, just needs a refresh and it looks completely new and different. I love that transformation. That's one of my favorite parts. So, recently, well, not recently, in the last couple of years, kind of transitioned to canvas and like seeing what I like about that and how that works out. And I know. And I really like that. I know you can't see, but like in the back, one way or another, there's half of a sunflower painting done.
Well, I want to see it.
It has one sunflower on it.
I don't care. Let me see the one sunflower. Show me, Deb. Show me, Deb.
Because I haven't come back to like finish it. It's might look familiar.
You did the tutorial, yes.
I did, with one sunflower. And then I got busy and had to stop, and then have not gotten a chance to come back to it. But I do. I need to finish my sunflowers. But yeah, so
what I have found is that my canvas art increases, like each between my furniture art and canvas art, they help each other. Like they play off. I work on this one, I think I get better at this. I work on this one, I get better at this. So they really work well together, just giving ourselves an opportunity to play one of them off of each other. So I think it's a really good outlet for you, and I can tell exactly what tutorial you took when you were
Yeah.
working on those sunflowers. Hello everybody, I see you guys popping on and saying hello. Debbie Darby, thank you for posting Restyled Furnishings link to
Oh,
her
thank
Facebook
you.
page. That is so very sweet. Yes, Amber says that's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
She's loving that. Hello, Rob. Hello, Betty. Hello, Shaz. My Michelle is on. So I remember when I first started, I borrowed furniture from family and said, "Can I paint this and practice this?" One of the biggest challenges of working for yourself is pricing your work. Is that
It
something you ever struggled with, and do you still struggle with it?
Yeah, it's still always. I feel like it's always
Oh,
an issue. And yeah, we kind of have like a set price now of like kind of where things are at with like smaller dressers, larger dressers, and that kind of thing in the shop, but it's still hard. I mean, you put a lot of time and effort into them, especially if you add additional like transfers and embellishments and that kind of thing, and the price goes up, but people don't quite sometimes understand that.
yeah.
So yeah, it is hard. It's so hard to price pieces. And I
It's hard
can't unless
because a lot of times they don't understand. Um, people don't understand how many hours go into it. And when you
yeah.
bring your price down, you start to devalue your work, and then you're in turmoil because you know you shouldn't, but you're like, but I want to sell it. And then it's a struggle that so many of us deal with.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, and I haven't ever sold like a canvas. I can't imagine having to price a canvas. I just give them to my family. They're usually like, "What are you gonna do with that? Do you want it? Yeah. Oh,
Well, you're
okay.
not going to always do that. That's not
I'm
what
not. No,
your
I'm not
dad.
gonna always do that. But yeah, eventually I'm gonna get brave enough to like put one for sale, right?
Yeah. Yes. Eventually, you're going to get brave enough, and I think you're pretty close. One of the things that happens, and this is how I perceive this, when you sign up for a coaching group where you're really, really, really diving in, you are being intentional about growing your business. So that comes with accountability. So you have to start pricing those things to really reflect your experience. But on top of all these other things that you do, you spend your days in a school.
I do. I'm an eighth grade computer science teacher. Like how
Eighth
crazy is that?
grade, people, eighth grade.
Eighth
So
grade.
hard.
Yeah. Yes, it's so funny. We have like homecoming week coming up in like a couple weeks, and one of them is like dress like a student day, or it's like teacher student swap day. I said, if I get to dress like a student, I'm coming in my hoodie and my sweatpants. I'm so excited. So what are you guys gonna wear for dress like a teacher? Can't imagine. They're gonna dress like the gym teacher, I'm sure. That's what they'll go for.
That's what they'll go for. Eighth grade. So, what is the difference of teaching eighth grade versus, say, you've taught elementary before, third grade, fourth grade?
Second and third grade for 20 years. Yep. What's the
So-
difference? Not, you know what? Not a whole lot. Let me tell you, they like giggle at the same stuff. They are like, they're still as funny as they were in second and third grade. I have a lot of the students that I had in second and third grade. They are seeing me again in eighth grade. They're like, hey, hey. This is only my third year up in eighth grade. And I've been in the same district for 23 years now. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of differences, except for I feel like these eighth graders, I mean, they have that, eighth grade, like, oh, I'm in eighth grade.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
in
so
eighth
many.
grade.
They
I'm
know
so cool.
yeah, they know everything.
They do know everything. They do. They already know that.
They do. So I'm just thinking, here's what I'm picturing: working and doing school and being a school teacher, and then I feel like you have a lot of energy because you're not completely and totally drained by the time you get home, or you are, and then you get a reboost. And then not only that, you have a little one at home with you.
I do. I do. My 18-year-old is off at college, but my 6-year-old is in first grade at home with us. So, yeah, she definitely keeps me on my toes. But she loves to like create and paint right along next to me. So that's nice. Although tonight when we got home at night, we were just needed to chill for a little bit. She's like, I want to go paint. I was like, oh, let's just chill for a little bit though. Cause I knew she was really tired. But yeah, by the end of the week, I'm pretty tired, but usually like after I put her to bed, I'm like, let's go down and be creative because it's a big stress relief. Like to come down and be creative. I'm down in the basement. That's why I keep saying come downstairs. But it's a huge stress release. Any kind of painting, any kind of creating. So
what do you love the most? What style do you love? And what colors do you gravitate towards naturally, Deb?
I gravitate towards pinks and blues, largely pinks and blues. If I were to pick colors for like furniture, it'd probably always be going towards blues, and like highlighting with pinks on everything. And with my style is probably pretty flowy and like watercolor and soft and with bright colors. I like bright pops of color in everything. Everything, my kitchen, my living room, my, everything, my classroom.
Bright pops of color.
Of color, yes.
Cheryl says, what does she paint? Mostly furniture, but you also do home decor and stuff too, right?
I do. Yeah, I do. Like I do a lot of like wooden like signs, door hangers. I do a lot of custom orders, like that kind of thing. So I'll make whatever they want me to make. So yeah, we do a lot of like classes like that. I do a lot of classes at my shop for like different signs or like home decor, pumpkins right now, of course.
Yes.
Some like smush pumpkins for kids where you put like the paint on the plate and they smush the wooden pumpkin on the plate and you pop it up and then it's like a nice like little like swirly design. How much fun is that going to be? It's going to be,
fun.
I mean, isn't that going to be fun? Smush it all around in the paint.
Yeah, I love smushing.
It's smush art.
So, I love the smushing side of it. So the kids are coming to your store?
Yeah. So they'll in October we'll have like on a Saturday I'll have like a make and take and I'll just be like, bring your kids in and you can smush a pumpkin and take it with you. While it dries, you can shop around. And but yeah, we try and do like fun little things like that. And then in the summer I do a lot of kids classes. I do adult classes too, but I tend to lean a lot towards kids classes. I do monthly.
A lot of kids.
I do know a lot of kids. So this summer, I can't even tell you how many kids I had come through. Like it was over 100, where we painted canvas bags with the chalk paint and the water, and they were amazing. They were amazing artists. I loved it. They loved it. That was awesome. And then I do like a monthly class in my shop where you bring your piece of furniture in and we go through all the steps of how to finish it and you leave with your finished piece. It has to be a piece that you can carry in. So it can't be like a huge dresser because we don't have enough time for that. But then you can take those skills home and apply that to your dresser or any other piece that you have that needs to be finished.
What brand of paint do you sell at the store?
So we have the full line of Dixie Belle. So we have like their chalk paint, the silk line, and then now the Nutera clay paint, which has been a fun learning and playing experience.
What do you love about it? How's it different than the original formula?
So the Terra is clay-based rather than chalk-based or the acrylic-based. And so with the Terra, when we had the training, like when I went and had the training on it and everything, they were like, there's no rules. No rules. Just no rules. You do whatever you want. It's for playing. It's for creating. It's for whatever feels right to you. And I was like, what? There's no rules? There's no rules? Are you sure I shouldn't follow some kind of rule?
I like that. I love that perspective. And that's kind of the way I've always taught with DIY. It's like, it does the hard work for you. And I feel like it does the hard work. I feel like my clay paint makes me a better painter. Like there's just something about it being so porous. It blends, it absorbs the water. And so
it does, it does all those things so nicely.
Yeah.
But that getting over that this summer and like actually putting the paint on the furniture and like just doing it and not even worrying about it, it was hard. I was like on my Instagram stories, I'm like, okay, I can do this. It's okay that there's no rules. I can put this paint on because I am maybe a little bit of a rule follower. Not completely 100%, but like, yeah.
That's okay. So they can get the full line of Dixie Belle at your shop, and your store is open how many days?
Wednesday through Sunday. And we carry the full line on our website too. RestyledFurnishings.com has the full line of everything. We carry all of the transfers and stencils and everything too. And we carry Dixie Belle's brushes, and we also carry Paint Pixies brushes too, because we love those too.
Thank you for loving them. Derek says he's following Deb now. Several people have said, I'm now following.
Thank you.
Roxanne says, "Oh wow, I would love to bring in a small piece of furniture for advice and help on what to do with my nonsense."
Well,
Roxanne,
eventually that's my goal, is like to have like an online like course or class or like easy tutorial that you go through and do that at home if you can't get into my
absolutely.
shop.
Absolutely. Let me make sure there's no questions. Hey, Lynn is on from our EBD group. Lynn will be coming on pretty soon and joining us. We will be bringing on, I will be bringing on the ladies from my EBD group for the next few months, through the rest of September, October, November, and then we finish up. But one of their challenges, which they don't really know yet, which they're getting ready to find out. When we're done with EBD, I challenge each one of them to do lives on their page 10 days in a row. As soon as we're done, day 1 through day 10, and just do the 10 days and see what comes of it. But it won't be hard for you. You already do lives on your own page, don't you?
I do, not as consistently as I would like to, but we're going to get better at that. So I'm working on a plan.
Working on a plan. What do you like about doing, because you do the lives, but you said not as much as you would like to. So do you do tours of your store? Do you paint, or do you do both?
But both. Yep, we do both. So yeah, I try and pop in a tour probably like once a month, just so you can see, because the shop changes weekly. We stage it cohesive, like as one large shop. I don't have like, because I have 12 vendors, but I don't have booths or anything like that. It's just one regular like shop. But it changes every time something goes out and something comes in. It all gets rearranged and moved around. So every time you come in, it looks different. So once a month, I try and do a tour, and then I would like to go live weekly and paint, because and create, and show everyone all the things that I love to do.
Yes, I have found that doing the lives and building a community has, it's almost like once you are here. I mean, here I am. I told you it's just 5 year. I'm on year 5. And I'm thinking, I told everybody the other night, Deb, that I had a dream. And because Facebook has been so weird lately, and you always think like, what would happen if? And I had a dream. When I woke up, I remember thinking, Facebook, there's no more lives. Like, they don't let you do live video anymore. And I thought, I first had a panic, and then I got sad because of my people here that I like to communicate with. And I thought, wait, we can go to Instagram, it's going to be fine. And it was like I consoled myself, and it took me a little bit to kind of shake me out of this. This is not real. But I have learned to look forward to saying, oh, hey, how was your birthday? And like going through here and saying, hey, how was that? And everything. And it's pretty phenomenal what social media opens up for us business owners.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, I completely agree.
Friday night, love Friday night with Matt. Thank you, Sherry. What is Deb's page name again so I can follow? Amber, she is Restyled Furnishings, and it's up in the thread a little bit. It's Deb, and she is Restyled Furnishings. Thank you so much for asking again. I know a lot of
you
popping on. Debbie Darby, thank you, sweetheart. You're so sweet. There it is.
Thank you.
Yes. And Tanette Major, how are you? So what's happening for the next few weeks is on Friday nights, I have challenged the ladies to sign up and join me. And I'm basically asking them to talk about themselves. Deb does them already on hers. She was the first one because she's like, I got this. I don't know how to do this.
I thought I was going to be the last one. When you said I was the first one the other day, I about died. I was like, what? I thought I was going to be the last one to go because it was the end of the month. I thought, okay.
No, because there's only so many Fridays, and then I wasn't on last Friday because I was traveling home from my retreat. And so we do one a week, and then with there being 13 of you, it's like one a week, and it's almost like we're going to run out. We're going to have to go into the next month, I think. But either way, you're first, darling, and I'm so proud of you saying I'll do it. Hopefully Lynn is on here right now feeling less nervous because she's watched.
You got this.
Absolutely. We have nothing to lose and so much to gain. I promise this community is so kind and so generous with their comments. And like I said, they've gone to follow her tonight. I really appreciate you coming on here and talking about
you.
yourself, sharing your business and sharing your sunflower and sharing a little bit of your story.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Everybody, Lynn goes, okay, I might be a little less nervous. Thank you, Rob, for following her as well. Thank you, Roxanne. Oh, we got some new follows out of that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so sweet.
You're welcome. Everybody have a great weekend. I'm going to sign off. Just a quick little reminder. I will not be on Sunday or Wednesday, but I think I will be here Friday. I am going to the Makers and Shakers conference in South Carolina, doing a keynote speaking, seeing a lot of you that are on here right now, including our girl, Lisa. So I look forward to seeing you all and hanging out with you over the next few days. And like I said, I will be back next Friday. Deb, have a great weekend. You gonna do anything fun? You guys have anything prepared? The family, anything going on, or just work?
It's kind of a wasn't like an easy weekend, but now my son's home, so I don't know. I'll have to figure out something fun to do.
Whatever he wants to do.
Surprised me tonight. You just popped in and was like,
I know.
"Oh, yay!"
So he came home to surprise you today. Now he's hanging out with friends, but he'll be back, and then you'll get to wake up and see his face in the morning.
Yes.
Well, enjoy.
I will. Thank you.
Everybody have a great weekend. Hang tight, Deb. I'm going to sign off, and then I'll chat with you for just a minute.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.